Ah, Petra. Fancy running into you here. How are you acclimating to life in Her Majesty's army? We are constantly traveling all across Fodlan, so I'm sure there is a lot to adjust to.
I find myself being cold often, but the others have shown great kindness in telling me what to expect. I have no troubles.
Marvelous. I want nothing more than for you to fit in and feel comfortable. Know that there is a permanent place for you in this army, if you so desire.
No, I will be returning to Brigid when the war is finished. I am going to be queen. That day is approaching with quickness.
Yes, I am very much aware. And upon your coronation, Brigid will be released from its vassalage to the Empire. Her Majesty and your grandfather have agreed to this in secret.
For having consideration of Brigid's interests, I give Lady Edelgard and Duke Gert my gratitude.
As I understand it, the Minister of Foreign Affairs pursued this particular policy most vigorously. He has met with far more success, now that Lord Arundel is no longer around to impede him. I might even go so far as to say the Duke looks like a new man.
A new man? No, he is still being the same man.
Well, yes. I suppose you have me there. Regardless, I do hope that you can forgive us. Though we would very much like to make our agreement with Brigid public, doing so now would be most unwise.
I have understanding. The war of 7 years ago still has freshness in the minds of many. You do not want to give them cause for anger when this war has not reached its finish yet.
I'm glad you appreciate the situation, as I was certain you would.
But all in Brigid have knowledge of our agreement. Every man, woman, and child. If it is broken, they will have knowledge of that as well. Blood would be spilling.
Petra! Was that a threat?
Not a threat, a concern. I know I can place trust in the word of the Empire. The Emperor would never be breaking a promise. Would she, Hubert?
I beg your pardon, Queen Petra. Clearly I failed to realize that you had already ascended the throne. Rest assured, our promise will be kept. If Her Majesty and yourself are any example, the Empire and Brigid will support each other and walk into the future side by side.
And I have certainty that you will be there, witnessing it.
Surrender now, and I will spare your life.
You're all alone, fancy boy. What you gonna do?
Oh, you are positively brutal.
She seemed to be reaching for a weapon. It is better to have safety than sorrow. Also, she would not have told you any information of usefulness. You have knowledge of this.
As she is now nothing more than a corpse, I cannot be certain of anything. However, I must admit she appeared to be going for her blade. You have my gratitude.
There is no need for thanks. I have awareness that you could have been dealing with that assassin yourself.
Perhaps. Still, I must say I have never hidden atop a tree just in case I needed to put an arrow into someone's back. I must try it sometime. I imagine such tactics are part and parcel for a woman of Brigid, though I am a touch surprised a queen would resort to them.
Why does it give you surprise? It is the tactic of most cleverness. You can attack with safety and with clear shots at the enemy's vitals. Or are you thinking that a queen should not be like her people?
Oh no, not in the slightest. In fact, I can think of no wiser strategy than for a queen to position herself somewhere safe. Fodlan's history is littered with foolish rulers who have gleefully ridden off to their own deaths. All in the name of the ludicrous, contemptible concept they call chivalry.
Chivalry. Ah, yes, that is the code for the knights. There are no knights of Brigid. We have agreement that they are without sense. But in Fodlan I have been reading many books about chivalry. It is a code without point, yet it is followed by many. I do not have understanding of the reasoning.
Well, knightly deeds make for good tales, and tales have a way of stretching very easily. Over time, it is likely that people let go of the fact while happily embracing the fiction. Perhaps Fodlan once enjoyed an era of peace just long enough for that fantasy to take root.
Interesting. It is peace we are wishing for, but also peace that is making us weak. I am not wanting my land of home to be weak, but I am wanting it to have peace. The meaning of this is that chivalry may be coming to Brigid one day.
Despite my grumbling, it is not a system completely without use. For example, it serves well enough for keeping otherwise unruly warriors under control. Still, one advantage cannot make up for a host of failings. At the end of the day, it is a poor belief system at best.
I will be keeping your words in my mind, as I attempt to create an era of peace.
Yes, begone with the tired old ways and usher in a new age for all. That is what we are fighting for.
Yeah! Nice job, Leonie. That's one of the biggest deer I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's gonna make for a fine feast. Well, let's start breaking it down and...
Well, what's wrong?
Ignatz, there's only one arrow in this deer.
Hey, you're right. That's weird. I thought both of us hit the mark, but I guess not.
These arrows are all standard issue, so there's no way to tell which one of us fired the kill shot. Well, my arrow felt great when I let it fly, so I think it's safe to assume this is mine.
Maybe. It didn't penetrate very deep, so it might actually be mine. I can't draw my bow back as far as you know. But, I mean, it could easily be yours too. I don't actually know for sure.
It's true that it's not too deep, and you do have great aim. Nope, it's mine. Has to be. The shot just felt too good when I let it go.
I guess one of us could have hit a different deer. Although, I haven't actually seen any others.
Doesn't matter. Pull the arrow out while I get ready to hang and skin it.
Okay, sure. Huh? Hang on, there's something in... Ah!
Hurry up, Ignatz. We've got to hang it and drain it before the blood congeals.
Leonie, look! I found the other arrow!
Well, someone seems delighted. Where was it?
In the deer. There was a shadowed arrowhead inside the wound, and after I dug around a bit, I also found splintered fragments of a shaft.
Wait, so the first arrow hit the deer, and then the second one hit in the exact same place?
Sure seems that way. That would also explain why the arrow we found was so shallow.
Wow, that's seriously impressive.
Yeah. We weren't off by so much as an inch.
This is great news. I was so certain I'd hit the deer, but then I started doubting myself. I think it would have broken my brain if I was wrong.
I worried I was losing my touch, too.
We were thinking the exact same thing.
I know, right? That's too funny.
Honestly, you're such a crack shot, it would have been strange if you missed from that distance.
And no one hunts better than you, Leonie.
Doesn't matter if we're hunting deer or trading blows on the battlefield. There's no one I'd rather have at my side than you.
Same here. Now, let's take care of this deer so we can start that feast.
There you are, Ignatz.
Oh, Lawrence! I find the beauty of this place to be so relaxing, don't you?
Yes, I must wholeheartedly agree. It is marvelous. As are you. Not only are you a knight of House Gloucester, you have even taken on the role of a general within this army. To be honest, when first we met, I could not see you as anything more than a mere merchant's child, who happened to be gifted with a better eye than most.
That's probably all I really looked like back then.
But now, you have grown so capable that I regularly mistake you for someone else entirely.
That's nice of you to say. But I still have a long way to go before I'm where I want to be.
Do you remember your time working as a knight in my territory, back before the war began? Compared to then, you are practically brimming with life now, especially as we march from locale to locale.
You really think I'm that different?
I always thought you not fond of battle, hence why I find this reversal so very puzzling.
Well, it's because... I confess, I've been painting. Whenever I've had the free time during our marches, that is.
Is that so?
Yes. There are so many places in Fodlan just like this one, with the most incredible views. I simply can't help but put them down on paper because, well, I want them to stay with me forever. Maybe that's why I've been looking so alive lately. You certainly see straight through me, in any case.
I am sorry, Ignatz.
Huh? About what?
I granted you a position as my knight because I thought it to your benefit. But I see now that your heart lay somewhere else entirely. Hearing you talk about art with such passion, such fervor, it fills me with regret.
Oh, you don't need to apologize. If anything, I should be thanking you, Lawrence.
You should? What have I done to earn your gratitude?
When the Officers' Academy shut down, I was lost, deprived of my purpose in life. But then you came and offered me the job as a knight. Everything I experienced in that role has given my life new color. One I don't think I could do without.
I see.
So no matter how I live, no matter what I paint, there will always be that one hue that reflects my duty as a knight of House Gloucester. That will never disappear. And I couldn't be prouder that it's there.
I too am proud, Ignatz. Proud to call you a knight of my house. And a friend.
Ah, there you are, Ignatz.
Hello, Lysithea. Do you need something?
I wanted to thank you for your actions in our skirmish earlier. You blocked the enemy's approach, which allowed me to maintain my position on the battlefield. I'm very grateful.
Oh, you don't need to thank me. Protecting comrades is all part of the job when you're a knight.
At first, I thought knighthood would prove to be a task beyond your ability, but you've turned out to be surprisingly dependable. Didn't you come from a merchant family?
I sure did.
Then if I may, why have you chosen to become a knight instead of taking over the family business?
Because I'm the second son. My older brother is going to take over the business. My father wanted me to become a knight so I could help my brother that way. It was a lot to deal with, but in the end, I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out.
It's quite commendable to choose a future based on your family's wishes.
Oh, it's not so impressive.
Your family must have been ecstatic when you were knighted.
I suppose they were.
To be honest, I am envious of you.
You are?
I am. I haven't been able to do anything for my own mother and father yet. I hope to be as strong as you and do something equally wonderful for my parents one day.
You're very considerate of your parents, Lysithea. And I know how hard you work when you set your mind to something, so I'm sure you can do this too. Yes, well, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
That is to say, I certainly will. Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really should be going. The work of a knight is never done, after all.
I need to speak with you, Ignatz.
Ah! Oh, Lysithea! You gave me quite the scare there.
Do you remember last time we spoke about our parents?
When you told me how you wanted to do something for them. Yes, I remember. Does that mean there's something I can help with?
No. However, the way you acted when we spoke has been weighing on me. I got the impression you are somehow pushing yourself too far.
No, I'm not. What would make you think that?
There it is again. Something is going on with you, and I think I know just what it is. You wanted to take over the family business along with your brother, didn't you?
Huh? I mean, no. I never wanted to do that. I'm, not really suited for the life of a merchant.
Really? And yet you know so much about paintings, silverware, tea, and other kinds of merchandise. Well,
It seems I have miscalculated. I thought you became a knight solely due to your family's wishes.
Well, you're not wrong about that. I mean, wait! That's not what I meant!
Aha! So there is something you'd rather be doing.
Well, yes.
Set your worries aside, Ignatz. I have a proposal.
You do?
Yes. You should come to Ardelia territory and get started on what you truly want to do. I can arrange for you to come and go as you please, and we may even be able to provide you with other forms of assistance as necessary.
Really? Well, I'm certainly happy to hear that, but can it wait until the war is over? I still have a job to finish as a knight. I'd feel bad for Lorenz if I just threw all of that away. I mean, he's the one who nominated me, after all.
You always take your responsibilities so seriously. Do you never put yourself first? Still, I suppose that is a rather admirable trait. Very well then. I will wait until the war is over. Until then, hold on to your dreams, okay?
I will, Lysithea. And thank you. I feel like a new light is starting to shine on my life.
I don't know what will happen to Ardelia territory when the war ends. Still, if I end up a commoner, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to help him start his new merchant business. That is what he wanted to do, right?
Good evening, Marianne. What are you up to?
I found this in the mess hall.
Oh! That's...
It was at your seat, so I wondered if it maybe belonged to you, or if...
Actually, it is mine. Thank you. It's not a very good painting, is it? I mean, the use of color and composition are all wrong.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. The Pegasus looks as though she's about to take flight at any moment.
You really think so? Well, that's good to hear.
So, did you paint this, Ignatz?
What? I guess you've found me out.
The brushstrokes are soft, yet it has a true sense of movement. I think it's beautiful.
Well, I was hoping to combine the Pegasi's gentle nature and powerful wings in a single image. This was more of a test, to see what poses and focal points would be most effective for... Oh, I'm sorry. I got a bit carried away there.
It's all right, though I honestly had no idea you like Pegasi so much. They don't allow men to ride them, so I don't tend to hear too much praise for them. But they're so kind, and so powerful when they fly. They truly are the most magnificent creatures.
You seem to like them just as much as I do, Marianne. I've never seen you smile like this before.
Oh, I wasn't,
Don't worry. I'm just as bashful about it as you are. Say, here's an idea. Would you mind if I watched you spend some time with a Pegasus? I promise to keep a good distance so as not to put it in too much of a sour mood.
I certainly don't mind, but why?
Well, if I ever want to paint one that I'm happy with, I need to observe it up close. Or as close as it will let me get, at any rate.
Oh, what a wonderful idea!
To be honest, I'd resigned myself to the idea that a male painter could never do one justice. But hearing your kind words has given me the courage to try my hand at it again. So, thank you for that.
I'm happy to help. Truly I am. Thank you for all of your help again today.
I was happy to do it.
Bring me more hay, Four Eyes? That's so rude. I'm sorry, Ignatz. I fear she's getting a bit too familiar with you now.
I'm just glad she's getting used to me. Although I probably could have done without that Four Eyes comment.
Ignatz, why have you continued helping me care for these Pegasi? Surely you have enough to paint your picture now, yet you continue fetching hay and mucking out stalls.
You're probably right. But this is for my dreams. You remember the painting you picked up before? Well, I created it to resemble the Pegasus I once rode with my mother, when I was small.
You rode a Pegasus with your mother?
Yes. I heard she was a Pegasus Knight a long time ago, and when I showed interest, she took me for a ride. The moment we took off, I got so scared I buried myself in her sleeve and missed the whole first part. But once I finally managed to pry open my eyes, the view was breathtaking. I saw the whole of Leicester spread out before me. It stirred something in my heart, and I wanted...
You wanted to become a painter?
I wanted to become a Pegasus Knight. But that was just one of my many silly childhood dreams. Plus, after we landed, my mother told me that Pegasi don't allow adult men to ride them. So that pretty much nipped my dream in the bud.
I see.
But while I may have been forced to give up that dream, I can be anything I want in my imagination. And by interacting with Pegasi like this, it's easier to imagine myself soaring through the sky.
You clearly still hold dear the desire to ride one. Even if we weren't speaking of it now, your passionate feelings resonate throughout your paintings.
What? You can sense my feelings?
Yes, I can easily tell how precious you consider Pegasi.
Oh, that's what you meant.
And if this one understands how you feel, then maybe, just maybe, she will permit you to ride her.
But isn't that impossible?
Normally, yes. But she's very used to you now, and honestly, I'd really like to see it. I would dearly love to see your dream finally come true.
Well, if you put it like that, I can't very well say no. Hello, Pegasus. Will you please deign to carry your new friend Four Eyes up into the sky? No! I take it back! I take it all back! I wanted to fly, but not like this!
Oh dear, I thought she'd let him climb on her back, not grab his clothing in her teeth. Goodness, I hope they don't rip. It would be a very long way down.
I can't enjoy the scenery like this! Marianne! Help me!
Hey there, Ignatz!
Oh, Raphael!
I've been looking all over for you. Got a minute to chat?
Of course. With all the battles lately, we've barely had any time to sit down and rest.
Right? It feels like I don't even see you anymore. And I definitely don't have enough time to show off my muscles.
Glad to see you haven't changed at all these past 2 years. The Officers' Academy shut down so suddenly. I scarcely would have imagined we'd all end up back together as part of an army.
Same here. Oh, and I could hardly believe my ears when I found out you signed up to be a knight over with Lawrence.
To be honest, I had nowhere else to turn. I owe a great debt to him and his generosity.
Gotcha. He's not such a bad guy, that Lawrence.
I agree. Tell me, Raphael, how have you been holding up these past 2 years? I hear your family opened an inn.
Oh, yeah. Me, my grandpa, and Maya. Business is going pretty great, if you ask me.
That's wonderful. And how is Maya?
She's as sunny as always. That reminds me, she was pretty worried about you. I better write her a letter and tell her you're okay. I'm sure she wants to see you. Bet you're feeling the same way, huh?
Of course, I'd love to come and... That is, I should write her a letter.
What's wrong?
Life never works out the way you want, does it?
Huh?
Oh, it's nothing. Just thinking back to my childhood. Back then, I felt like I had the power to do whatever I wanted.
What do you mean? I still feel like that now.
You do?
Sure. I know I joined the Officers' Academy to be a knight, but that option's off the table. But look at me now. I might not be a knight, but I'm fighting in a war as if I was. All you've got to do is put your mind to it, and you can do anything you want. Trust me.
Yes. I think you're right. Thanks, Raphael.
Delicious as always. All right, now that the old stomach's full, it's time to put my muscles to work.
Raphael, do you have a minute?
Oh, hey, Ignatz. I've got hours for you. What do you need?
Well, how would you feel about joining me? As a knight, I mean.
Me? Be a knight with you?
Yes. That's why you joined the academy, right? But all the roadblocks in your way have made you almost a mercenary at this point. As you know, I've been working as a knight under House Gloucester for a while now. And it seems I'm going to be rewarded rather well when this war is over, for all my achievements in helping the effort. I might even be able to use that newfound sway to recommend you for a position of your own, Raphael. Well, what do you think? It seems like a good plan to me.
Is that really what you want, Ignatz?
Huh? What do you mean?
Don't pretend like you don't know. We're friends, remember? I can tell in a flash when you're not being honest with me.
Well, I couldn't possibly spend all that reward money on my own, so...
That's not what I'm talking about. You're not happy staying as a knight, and you know it.
Huh. You really do see straight through me, Raphael. Honestly, I've wanted to make amends with you this whole time. Your parents died in my parents' stead, after all. I thought the least I could do was help you become a knight, like you always wanted.
Thanks, Ignatz. It makes me real happy to hear you say that. But you don't need to make anything up to me. And you definitely shouldn't be basing your life decisions on it. You got where you are with your own strength, right? You should be using that for what you want, not what you think anyone else does.
Raphael.
And you know, I'm totally okay not being a knight. Once this war is finally over, and we're at peace again, I'm gonna take over the inn. So don't worry about me, okay? Follow your own dreams, Ignatz.
I'm really no match for you, Raphael. But I'm proud to call you a friend. From the bottom of my heart.
Ignatz! I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, hello, Sylvain. Do you need something?
Yeah, I actually... Oh, were you painting? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's fine. What can I do for you?
Actually, I was hoping you could take a look at this painting I brought back last time I was home.
This style is rarely seen in Fargus. It might be the work of an imperial painter.
Agreed. I don't think I've seen this style of brushwork used much in the kingdom. My father's first wife was an imperial noble, so maybe it was hers?
I never knew that. Still, it's quite stunning.
I know, right? That lady's really something.
I didn't mean the woman herself. Though, of course, she's lovely, too. The features of her face suggest such kindness. She actually resembles Lady Rhea, in a way.
The thing is, I have no idea who she is or if she even exists in real life.
Is that why you came to me? To see if I could uncover her identity?
Pretty much. I really love this thing, so it's been bugging me for years. I thought maybe you could finally scratch the itch for me. I mean, everybody knows you're the go-to guy for anything related to art.
Well, I'll do what I can, but please try not to get your hopes up. There's still a great deal I don't know. Though I must admit, my curiosity has been piqued as well.
Oh, really? Thanks. I wouldn't have the first clue about how to go about this on my own. I mean, I'd at least have something to go on if it was a religious painting, but us kingdom folk pretty much only care about fighting, you know? And our art books are, well, let's just say they're lacking, and leave it at that.
Yes, I'm well aware. Sadly, while religious art has continued to thrive and grow, the same can't be said for its secular counterparts. I do get the impression that this portrait may actually be related to the Church of Seiros, though.
You think? I don't know. I haven't noticed any of the usual elements of a Seiros composition.
As I'm sure you know, paintings of legendary and sacred figures all share a certain pattern. Which is to say, they're frequently depicted with their associated symbols.
Yeah, like St. Seiros with swords and St. Sethaline with fish. But I don't see anything even close to that here.
Look at the birds. Don't they seem strangely prominent to you?
I guess, now that you mention it. Okay, so who was associated with birds? St. Macule, maybe? No, St. Macule was a guy. This is nothing like how he's usually depicted either.
I didn't expect you to be so knowledgeable, Sylvain. No offense. To be honest, I always thought the two of us lived in entirely different worlds.
Come on. You should know me better than that. I'm the biggest art connoisseur in all of Fargus. Though, I admit, at first I only studied it to impress the ladies.
Sorry. I guess we still live in different worlds after all.
Hey, Ignatz. How goes the research?
I've actually learned a fair number of things about your painting. Based on the canvas and pigments, I've managed to narrow down the era when it was made. I believe it to be from roughly 200 years ago, around the time the Officers' Academy was founded at the monastery.
Wow, I'm impressed you can nail it down that specifically. I knew you'd come through for me.
Well, the vivid blue pigment of her clothes is very distinctive. It's a rare kind of Almiran paint made from crushed gemstones. And it only came to Fodlan 2 centuries ago, after Almira invaded.
Which means the painting can't be any older than that, yeah?
Exactly. Oh, and the material used for the canvas is... Well, if I went into every detail, we'd be here all day. What about you, Sylvain? Did you learn anything? I heard you were trying to track down some books in the capital.
Yeah, I read up on the saints. Turns out birds are definitely one of St. Macuel's things. But I also found a weird story about an archbishop from 2 centuries ago. I'm guessing her reign got cut short due to illness because I didn't recognize the name at all. Anyway, on the day she died, white birds apparently flocked to the monastery and started mourning.
If that took place 2 centuries ago, she might be the person in this painting.
Yeah, it all seems too connected to be a coincidence.
Still, her clothes seem rather plain for an archbishop of the time.
Yeah, I wonder why. They were usually into fancy robes and big hats and all that.
Maybe it's more of a symbolic representation than an actual portrait. It could be designed to show how she was humble and supportive of the poor and downtrodden. Or perhaps she just wanted to be represented without all the trappings of her office. Of course, I'm just guessing here. I have no actual proof of anything.
Hey, I'm spitballing too. I mean, I don't even know for sure that she was an archbishop. Still, is it just me or does she look a lot like Lady Rhea?
Well, yes, I suppose she does. But that has to be a coincidence, right? The position of archbishop isn't hereditary, and I doubt they could be related in any way.
Yeah, you're right. Probably just the overall ambiance that makes them seem similar. Anyway, who knew I'd find something like this hiding in my house? Pretty crazy, huh? I'm really glad I showed you. Not knowing would have probably bugged me for the rest of my life otherwise.
No, thank you. I'm truly glad to have come across this piece. Both because I got to know a stunning work of art and because I learned more about you in the process. You're much easier to talk to than I imagined, and quite a bit more interesting as well.
Glad we could clear up that little misunderstanding, because I'm all about making new friends.
I feel just the same.
Oh dear, she left some of her feet again today.
She might even be sick. But what do I do if she is?
You should give her hay instead of feed.
Oh, Marianne, I didn't notice you there. Wait, what's wrong with feed?
Oats aren't enough. For a horse, I mean. Not enough nutritional value.
I suppose I have been giving her a good amount of oats recently. Is that really what's making her unwell?
Yes. Probably.
In that case, I'll find some hay for her right away. Thanks for the advice. You sure know a lot.
Oh, no, not at all.
There's no need to be humble when you clearly know so much. Speaking of which, would you mind if I asked you some other questions?
No, I should have minded my own. Please excuse me.
Hey, wait! There's so much I want to ask! What do I do? I only brought her on the battlefield once. But now she refuses to take even a single step.
I think, she's scared.
What? Really?
I can try to calm her down, but I don't know. Easy, girl, easy. I know that was scary, but you're safe now. Shh.
Amazing! She's walking again!
She said she hates the stench of blood on the battlefield. And that's why she didn't want to move.
Oh, well that makes sense. Wait, did you just talk to my horse?
Yes, well, I mean, sort of. I just kind of understand.
That's incredible. How do you do that? And can you teach me?
It's really just, I sort of imagine what they're thinking based on little movements, or... I'm sorry. I'm not helpful. I should go.
Not helpful? This is the second time you've helped me and her both. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself, Marianne. Have a little confidence in your abilities.
Please excuse me.
Wait, I didn't even get to thank you. She's been flicking her tail a lot today. Does that mean she's happy?
No, she's just brushing off flies.
Oh, that makes sense. Also, I was thinking she was in a bad mood because she kept stomping her hoof.
That means she wants more hay, and higher quality feed if possible.
Where's this coming from, huh? You keep eating like this, you'll only have more weight to carry around. I've really been trying to figure out what she's thinking based on her behavior, but it's so hard. I'm impressed you manage it so easily.
Oh no, I'm not that impressive. What's wrong, Ingrid?
Marianne, perfect timing. My horse is refusing to move again, and I need to help an ally back on the battlefield. She doesn't seem scared like before, so I'm not sure what to do.
Okay, I'll talk to her. Shh. You're fine. You'll be all right.
Well, what did she say?
She doesn't want to take you to the battlefield because it's too dangerous. For you, I mean.
So that's what was troubling her. All right, I'll take it from here.
There, girl. It's all right. Even if we're heading into danger, I'll be fine so long as I'm with you. Now lift your head and walk. One of our friends is waiting for us. Aw, thanks. I'm counting on you.
Thank goodness you got through.
I have been doing my best to learn how to connect with her, and it's clearly paying off. Though I'd never have understood her feelings without your insight.
But I didn't do anything. More importantly, you should hurry and help your friend.
I will. See you later.
Wait, Ingrid, I hope you come back safely. And then, when you do, maybe we can,
Oh, you want to go horseback riding together sometime? Of course. I'd love to have Dorte join us.
Oh, yes, actually. But how did you know?
When you spend enough time with a person, you start to pick up on what they're thinking through facial expressions and mannerisms. It's especially true of close friends. So I guess all my practice helped us as well.
Oh, Ingrid. I really admire how hard you work at everything you do. I hope you return safely. Dorte and I will be waiting for you.
We'll come back safe, Marianne. I promise.
Ugh, goodness, but that is heavy.
Could you grab the feet over there, Mercedes?
Yes, of course. Give me one moment, please.
Please, don't push yourself if you're tired. I can do it.
Well, we managed to finish. I'm so sorry for leaving the bulk of the work to you.
Do not worry about it. You are always helping me with so many other things. Besides which, I am used to taking care of horses. It barely even feels like work anymore.
I suppose House Galatea is famous for its Pegasus nights.
Yes, though they are costly to care for, so we don't keep many. When I was a child, I often helped my older brothers tend to both our Pegasi and our horses.
I forgot that you have brothers.
Yes, my eldest brother acts as our father's advisor, while the other serves a different family as a knight.
You must have been very close. It's wonderful.
I suppose, though we hardly ever played together, the age gap was just too great. My eldest brother in particular was incredibly strict with me. Whenever I would try to go horseback riding through the hills, he would say, "How dare you do something so dangerous? What if something happened to you?" What's worse, my father agreed with him. It kept me from getting out on too many adventures as a child. Thinking back on it, I understand their concern. I was the only one in the family to bear a crest, after all.
I'm not so certain your crest was a reason for their concern. I think they were worried simply because they love you. You're the youngest, yes? It's only natural for them to want to keep you safe.
Well, it is true we had a mostly good relationship, but I don't know if I'd go that far.
I'm not so sure. They would have treasured you all the same, even if you didn't bear a crest. Even now, I can't help but want to fuss over my little brother, so I know what it means to be an older sibling.
I hear you, but I still don't see the need to be quite so overprotective.
You protest, but I can tell you enjoyed their show of affection. In fact...
Mercedes? What are you doing?
I'm ruffling your hair, since your brothers aren't around to do it.
That is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Come, we should get back to work.
Whatever you say.
If you fall, pick yourself back up. An enemy won't wait for you to regain your footing.
Yes, Lady Ingrid.
We've been at this for a while now. Let's take a break.
Hello, all. You seem to be doing fine work with your training today. I brought snacks, so please eat up and restore your energy.
Thank you, Lady Mercedes. I'll go tell the others at once.
That would be wonderful. Oh, and I baked plenty, so there's no need to rush. Dig in, Ingrid. We must remember to treat ourselves once in a while, after all.
Thank you. These are delicious! Of course, I should have expected no less from you. I have been struggling every day for a way to show these girls my appreciation, yet have come up with nothing. But then you waltz in here and pull it off in one fell swoop. Just look how happy you've made them.
You give me too much credit. Children love anyone who brings them sweets.
Still, they are nothing more than bundles of nerves around me. I'm sure they'd feel at ease if only I was as kind and considerate as you.
Oh, I think you're much more important to them than I. All I do is bring snacks on occasion. You take the time to train them every day without fail. I know the only reason you're so strict is so they're ready for what awaits them on the battlefield. Your lessons are their own form of kindness. I'm certain they recognize that.
You have more confidence than I do.
Then let me ask you a question. Do you hate your older brothers?
What? No, how could I? I mean, naturally, there were times where I resented how hard they were on me, but it was never hate. They were simply looking out for me. I'm proud to call them my brothers.
You see? There are many ways to be kind and considerate.
Huh. I think I understand what you're driving at now.
There's no need to force yourself to be someone you're not. Just be yourself. You're already one of the kindest people I know.
But I'm terrible at encouraging people the way you do.
I don't think that's true, but if it really concerns you, you could try acting more like me.
Say, that's actually not a bad idea. In that case, let me dish out the same treatment you gave me the other day. Prepare yourself, Mercedes. It's time for me to show my affection.
Goodness, where could this possibly be going?
I have exhausted most of the Pegasus Corps, so how should I advance the mounted units on the ground?
A tricky proposition indeed. The enemy general won't be foolish enough to miss a chance to seize the advantage here.
If we are going to face the enemy with our remaining troops, it would be best to have the mounted units take up formation in the narrow pass to the east. Then, The remaining Pegasus Knights can attack from the cliffs above and end this quickly. Still, my scouts claim there may be archers stationed on those cliff tops.
Naturally. Everyone knows to expect Pegasus Knights as soon as they see the standard of Galatea. The enemy will doubtless be ready for this.
Yes, it is quite the predicament. I cannot help but wonder what my father or brothers would do. As someone who commands an army of Galatea, withdrawal is not an option.
I don't think you need to rack your brain over this too hard, Ingrid.
But if we fight without any sort of strategy, we will suffer major casualties.
Which might prove to be in your favor. If the enemy sees your back to the wall, they may let their guard down and grow reckless. How many Pegasus Knights stand ready?
Nearly half. Perhaps more if their wounds can heal in time.
Then select the most skilled from among them, and make for the cliff tops.
And fly into the jaws of their trap?
While using the speed of the Pegasi to minimize injury, make it look like you're taking a desperate retreat. Then withdraw your troops. If the enemy thinks they've subdued the famed Pegasus Knights of Galatea, they'll deploy troops from their main fortress, leaving it lightly guarded. Once they do, send a separate unit of your remaining Pegasus Knights to capture it.
Yes, that just might work. You are amazing, Lord Rodrigue. I suppose this comes from your wide range of experience.
Actually, it's a strategy suggested by your brother once upon a time.
My brother? Oh, that's right. I believe he served in Srang while he was still a squire.
Despite his low rank, he astonished us all with his clever suggestions for deploying our flying units.
I have a long way to go if I wish to live up to him. I must prove more diligent about studying strategy.
Very ambitious. My son could stand to learn a thing or two from your example. But you ought not overextend yourself. Make certain to rest those wings every once in a while. I wouldn't be able to face the Count or your brothers if I allowed you to work yourself to exhaustion.
Resting my wings is a rather difficult proposition. I can't very well run about playing games as I did when I was a child. In any case, I thank you very much for the advice. I think I know how to proceed now.
The pleasure is mine, Ingrid. This is a most dangerous strategy, so let's endeavor to make sure we both come out of this alive. Ah, you're back. I heard you went to Fraldaria's territory?
Yes, I had a bit of business to take care of there. I forgot how long it had been.
What was it like to return?
It was always like a second home to me in a way, so being there brought memories flooding back. I found myself taking little detours everywhere, even though I knew I did not have time for such trifles.
And what impression did it give in its current state?
The region itself is quiet and peaceful. But lack of food has left the surrounding towns and villages in a precarious situation. It reminds me of when the people of Galatea territory fought over provisions during famine. If things keep on as they are, there could easily be an uprising.
Perhaps we should ask the refugees to cultivate the land. Ah, but that isn't my decision to make. Thank you, Ingrid. I will let Felix know your thoughts on the matter.
I would appreciate that. Oh, and it's not as if everything has changed for the worse. There were new shops around, and all of the roads were well maintained. It's surprising to see how much has changed over the years.
That's right. You used to visit multiple times a year, when Glenn was still alive.
I did. Yes. Though I might never have visited again if I had not been presented with this opportunity. I am glad I decided to take it. Once this war is over, would you mind if I came to visit Fraldarius land as I once did?
Not in the slightest. You can visit any time you like. I'm sure that Felix and the rest of my family would welcome you with open arms. We certainly owe you that much, considering all you've put up with from my sons.
Not at all. If anything, they put up with me. My brothers are both so much older than me, so Glenn and Felix were among my few friends growing up. Thinking back on it, I feel like I was always ordering Glenn around.
Well, if the time you two spent together helped you in even the smallest way, I am satisfied. And I know Glenn would be overjoyed.
Those days are irreplaceable to me. They will live in my heart forever.
Spoken like a true daughter of Count Galatea. You've grown strong, Ingrid.
Thank you for saying so. Still, I want to keep moving forward as best I can.
Yet it's good to acknowledge one's limits. People are allowed to show weakness, you know. Oh, look at me, talking your ear off, while you're still covered with dust from the road. My apologies.
No, I am grateful for the concern. Thank you.
There's no need for thanks. After all, you're like a daughter to me.
That was quite the sigh. What's the matter, Sylvain?
Oh, nothing. Well, except there's a guy in my unit who keeps acting up, and I'm not sure what to do.
You don't say.
I don't think I like the face you're making.
Let me ask, just to be sure. Is this mysterious troublemaker, in fact, you?
Hey, I've changed. I swear I have. But no, it's not me. It's one of my knights. He keeps walking around breaking stuff and getting into fights, and I'm spending all my time apologizing for it.
So you finally understand how I felt. You know, I never thought this day would come. You really have changed, Sylvain. Perhaps this warrants a celebration.
Then you better bring your purse because I'm ordering 2 of everything. Seriously, Ingrid, you don't have to sound that impressed. With school suspended and the war raging, we've all had to adapt to changing circumstances. Felix and Dmitri both succeeded their fathers, and are now burning the candle at both ends, right? I can't go around causing trouble with unending scandals when I'm supposed to be the mature one of the bunch.
It is wonderful to see you turn a new leaf.
I told you to stop sounding so impressed. Ugh, I suppose I had this coming.
I am sorry, Sylvain. I was only teasing. Think of it as payback for everything you put me through. Still, not having to clean up after you has been a real weight lifted from my shoulders.
Yeah, I was a handful in my wild days, but looking back, I really appreciate everything you did for me.
In that case, you should make the change permanent so you never cause trouble for anyone again. Though, honestly, I do not really know what to do with myself now that I am not spending all my time apologizing for you. Frankly, I was convinced you were useless without me.
Sorry. Again.
Please, no. You gave me experience I'd never have gotten otherwise. If I were truly miserable, I would have abandoned you to the wolves long ago. Besides, it wasn't all bad. You were the one who finally coaxed me from my room after Glenn's death, remember?
Okay, I'm confused. Do you want me to go back to being a huge flirt, or...?
Don't be ridiculous.
Figured.
As you said, we have all had to adapt to changing circumstances, which means we cannot cling to the past forever. You and I are no exception. It is merely a touch sad to come to the realization.
What's the matter, Ingrid? You sound exhausted.
Oh, it is just that my father's work never ends. Writing battle reports, explaining our Pegasus maintenance costs. There's always something that needs doing. I'm impressed that you, Felix, and His Majesty managed to stay on top of it all.
Are you sure you're okay, Ingrid? It isn't like you to be so worried.
Perhaps I'm simply not suited for desk work. I sound pathetic.
That's my cue to pitch in and help out, by treating a lovely lady to a fine meal.
I thought you'd sworn off such flirtatious nonsense.
Can't you just accept a generous offer for once instead of immediately disparaging the giver?
Maybe you're right. In that case, I accept. I reached a good stopping point anyway, so I may as well eat on your coin. Phew, it has been some time since I've eaten this much. I've been so busy lately, my meals have consisted of whatever quick snack I can scrounge up in the moment.
Well, that makes the incredibly hefty bill worth it. Also, it's been a while since I've been able to watch you eat. I think I kind of missed it.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Sorry, that came out all wrong. What I meant to say was that it's a relief to finally see you enjoy a decent meal. I mean, we're basically family, you know? And I'm sure Felix and Dmitri would feel the same way.
Is that so?
When we were talking earlier, you said something about how a person can't cling to the past forever. Well, I think that's why it makes us so happy when we realize some things never change.
Some things never change, huh? Hold on. That means you were still gawking at me as I ate.
Yeah, but can you blame me? You are a fascinating eater. I mean, you're normally really serious, but when you eat, it's like your entire face lights up.
Do you even hear yourself? Yes, well, speaking of things that never change, I thought of an even more important one.
What's that?
Our friendship. The way we're there for each other through thick and thin. Even if our relationship changes, we will always hold each other dear.
Okay, that line is way too cheesy. Who taught you to say that? What rogues have you been hanging out with?
Stop complaining and come with me. I want to buy some treats for everyone.
I'd follow you to the ends of the earth, my lady.
Captain!
You again, Leonie? What is it today?
Seeing as you're strong as ever, Captain Jeralt, I was hoping you'd train with me.
Your eyes are playing tricks. I'm an old man. I'd never be able to keep up with you kids at the rate you're improving.
You can't mean that. I'm nowhere near a match for you. But hearing that kind of praise from my hero makes me want to devote myself to training even more.
Aren't you a little old for childhood heroes?
Maybe, but I'm still happy. I worked my whole life to be a mercenary like you, after all. And now I get to fight at your side? Dreams really do come true.
I'm glad. It's not often childhood dreams actually come to pass. I recall you always scampering a few paces behind me as a kid. You'd stare at me and ask all kinds of questions, even when I was clearly too busy to answer.
Well, I was just hoping you'd teach me about martial arts and tactics and that kind of thing. Before your job ended and you left, I mean.
You couldn't have learned much. I wasn't there long. Yet here you are, standing strong and tall. You have no one but yourself to thank for that. You grew up without any guidance from this old captain. I'm glad to call you my apprentice.
Thank you. I promise to make you proud. And one day, I'm going to surpass you. That's my new dream.
That's the spirit.
And I'm not just surpassing you, but your kid, too. I had no idea they were so strong.
Guess the topic never came up when I was in Son. We've both been through a lot.
I'm jealous about all the time you two got to spend traveling together. I bet their strength is due to your instruction.
All I did was teach the basics of merc life. Natural talent's likely behind the swordsmanship and tactical ability.
Which means normal folks like me have to put in 100 times the effort just to catch up.
Don't sell yourself short. I wouldn't have taken you on if you didn't have talent.
Captain Jeralt, I have a request to make of you.
Someone's formal today. Well, out with it.
When this war is over, please let me join your mercenary company. You'll go back to wandering the world, right? So please, Captain, please let me come with you.
I'm happy to hear you want to join us, Leonie, but that's not enough for me to say yes.
No. Why not?
There are two reasons. The biggest is that I'm thinking about stepping down from my position as captain, so the ultimate call isn't really mine to make.
Then, who will lead the mercenaries?
Couldn't tell you. That's up to them. The second reason is that I think you should start your own band of mercenaries instead.
You do?
You're a mercenary in your own right now, and a fantastic general in this army. With that kind of experience, there's no point in going to work for someone else.
Do you really think so?
Of course. Someone with your skill set would be a fine addition to any group of mercs, including mine. But you're planning to surpass me and the kid, right? You can't exactly do that if you're working for us. You'll have to build your own band of mercs from the ground up and win your reputation just like I did. You'll need to give it your all if you want to create something better than what I've built.
Then that's what I'll do. I'll form my own band of mercenaries that's every bit as good as yours.
That's why I'm proud to call you my apprentice.
But in exchange, I have a condition. You have to remain as captain until I catch up to you.
Well, I guess it's a captain's job to live with an apprentice's reckless decisions. But I don't have all the time in the world. This body's falling apart as it is. So get yourself up and running before I shrivel away. Got it?
It's a promise.
I'm looking forward to the day.
Why, if it isn't Captain Jeralt himself, a very good day to you. Oh my.
You okay there?
Those strong, broad shoulders, those rugged yet handsome features. I never realized you were such an attractive man. How did I miss it until now? For shame. Get it together, Manuela.
I hope you're not wasting time flirting with an old buzzard like me. Don't get me wrong, I'm flattered. But at my age, affairs of the heart are nothing but trouble. If you're looking for a catch, cast your net elsewhere. You might even find a fish closer to your own age.
That blunt and aloof attitude makes you even more desirable. The years have given you a charm that less experienced men lack. You know who I am, yes? Manuela Casagrande? I used to be a diva in the Mittelfranc Opera Company and was known far and wide as the divine songstress. And here you are, the legendary mercenary known as Jeralt the Blade Breaker. Why, we are the sort of duo that could shake Fodlan to its very core.
You sang in the Mittelfranc Opera Company?
I did indeed. Have you ever seen a performance?
No.
Oh, I see. But you've heard of them, at least.
Sure. I actually have a memory associated with that particular troupe. It's just not a happy one.
Oh dear. What kind of memory, if you don't mind my asking?
It's not really something I want to discuss.
Oh, there's no need to be coy. I just want to know more about you.
It's a memory of my wife. A long time ago, I promised I'd take her to see an opera in Enbar. But I never had the chance to keep that promise.
Ah, I see. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up any painful memories.
No, it's all right. I'm sorry that my story took the color right out of your pretty face. It was a long time ago, and I hadn't thought about it in an age. So don't worry yourself, young lady.
Oh my! Well, I can't remember the last time someone called me by so wonderful a moniker.
Oh, there's that smile again. Compared to my ugly mug, you've got the face of an angel. No reason to waste your time with an old piece of leather like me.
And that concludes today's performance. Thank you so very much for coming.
That was a great show, Manuela. You really put a smile on this old man's face.
Not as extravagant as I would have liked, but I suppose it wasn't so bad, all in all.
But why put on an opera just for me?
It was actually your kid's idea.
Really? But how did...
I'm sorry, but after hearing that sad story about your wife, I just couldn't keep it to myself.
I see.
I didn't mean to spill everything, but you raised quite the listener. Also, I was drunk, so there's that. Honestly, I don't even remember the conversation. I'm just going off what I was told the next day.
Wait, you were so drunk you couldn't even remember?
Anyway, when I finally stumbled out into the light of day, your kid suggested we show you the opera that your late wife never got the chance to see.
Well, I'll be.
I know. It was such a noble, touching idea. It actually caught me a bit off guard. But I so wanted to try and fill that hole in your heart, even if only a little. So we turned the opera into a duet and practiced during whatever free time we could carve out.
Honestly, thanks for going along with it. I know you've probably got better things to do. I'm sure this opera put the original to shame. I'm grateful, and I'll probably be seeing my wife again soon, so I'll be sure to tell her all about it.
You're hardly in a position to judge, seeing as how you never saw the original. And you can stop that morbid talk anytime you like. You sound like a man on his deathbed, and I won't stand for it. You and that wunderkind of yours are going to survive this war and do your wife proud by living long and happy lives. Now promise me.
Sorry, but I can't do that. We're at war, and I lead a band of mercenaries. Tomorrow isn't something I'm entitled to. I made my peace with that a long time ago.
I admit there are some things out of your control. But I also know you'll do what you must to survive. So when this war is over, I want you to come see me perform again. And I mean on a proper stage with an orchestra. Why, even a tough fellow like yourself won't be able to hold back the tears. And after the show, you must let me try to seduce you again. Otherwise, I'll always be left wondering.
Just can't let it go, can you? I told you not to waste your time on this old man.
I don't care how old you are, or if you can't forget about your wife. Just promise me. I'll wrap your whole family up in my arms and give them more love than they know what to do with. But until then, I suppose I can settle for just being drinking buddies. You wouldn't let a poor woman drink alone after her star performance, would you?
I think she just tricked me into agreeing to that. Still, a man is only as good as his word. Sorry, Citri. Looks like you'll have to wait just a little bit longer for me.
Well, if it isn't Jeritza, what are you doing out here all by your lonesome? Come to think of it, you were always at the training grounds when we were at the Officers' Academy, too.
It was quiet there.
You don't say. Personally, I prefer somewhere I can kick back with a nice drink. Speaking of which, we should get one together sometime. I'm sure Hanneman would spare a moment to join us.
I don't drink.
Too bad. I thought it would be a good chance for us to get to know each other. By the way, I've been wondering, why were you always hiding behind that mask? A waste of a perfectly handsome face, if you ask me. I like you much better this way.
It's not worth discussion.
Oh! From what I've heard, you're probably a good few years younger than me. Yet you're so mature. It's like you have this indescribable air of mystery. I bet there's some burning passion lurking beneath that icy exterior, longing for reprieve. I'm right, aren't I? It's in there somewhere, I just know it. Say, let's grab some drinks tonight and do nothing with them because you don't like to drink. I know. Why don't we go out dancing instead?
I could not reveal my face.
And then, when the sun rises, we can... Oh, what was that about your face? Why you hide it? Why do you hide it?
Some knew me to be a wanted criminal.
I find that hard to believe. Like they say, there are two sides to every story, right? But what made you want to tell me? A moment ago, you blew me off with that broody, none-of-your-business routine.
You would have kept talking if I didn't.
Oh.
Did I say something strange?
Sorry, I wasn't trying to tease. I just think you're cute when you're flustered. You've become quite the ladies' man. Just you wait. I don't give up that easily.
Huh?
Oh, is that? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're getting along great with the soldiers now. Maybe it's because they can finally see your face.
I have never been concerned with how others view me. But if you say so, then perhaps it's true. You have always been perceptive, even back at Garreg-Mach.
My, you flatter me. I'm honored you noticed me at all. Yes, that's it. All we need is that one finishing touch.
Finishing touch?
Yes, there's something you're missing. Do you know what it is, Jeritza? Too bad, time's up. The answer is... a smile. Yes, nothing makes people feel safer than a nice set of pearly whites. Don't get me wrong, your cool demeanor has a certain charm. But if you smile like I do, people will be naturally drawn to you. It would also make it easier to talk to your peers and subordinates. Wouldn't you like that?
No.
Oh, no need to be shy. It couldn't hurt, right? And it doesn't just work on people. Animals will be more comfortable around you, too.
Animals. Like cats.
Of course, cats, dogs, even fish. They'll all flock to you in droves.
Fish.
Sounds good, right? Now, when it comes to smiling, the important thing is to move your mouth. And your demeanor will suffer if you're always mumbling, so keep that in mind, okay? All right, let's try it out. Give me your best shot on 3. 1, 2, 3.
It seems being a teacher was your calling.
A teacher? That's not really what I was going for. This must be why I'm still single.
I don't think you need to change. Dear son, I hope this letter finds you well, and that you and your sister aren't fighting too much. Nothing has changed with me. I'm not having any troubles here. Once this war is over, I hope the 3 of us can live together again. She seems in good health.
Yes. She sent me this letter as soon as I wrote her about being reunited with you. I know she was happy to hear that. She was always so worried about you, you know? We haven't seen you since we left House Bartels, so please go visit her when you have a chance. As you read, we were thinking that after the war is over, we could perhaps reunite.
No.
Why not?
I cannot face her. I killed my father, slaughtered everyone in the house. Our mother shouldn't meet a murderer.
Yes, I heard about that. But I'm certain you took those actions because you felt you had to, right? Just explain it to her. She'll listen to you.
You do not understand. There is a murderous demon in my heart. The Death Knight inside me would cut you and our mother down without hesitation. If that happened, I would lose myself.
But we're here talking right now, and you're just as you always were. You're my little Emile who loves kittens and sweets.
Mercedes. I may be fine now, and perhaps the demon in me will even perish someday. But I cannot live with you until I pay for my crimes. And considering the weight of them, that day may never come.
But
I seek only to be judged by the law, and thereby atone.
so that's what you've decided, is it? In that case, I have no choice but to support you, no matter how sad it makes me. But just know that Mother and I will always be waiting for you, no matter how long it takes. I look forward to the day when you can show your face to her proudly.
I see.
We might both be old ladies by then. But we'll still be able to talk over tea like always.
Thank you, Mercedes.
I'm not certain this market is worth my time. Although the variety of sellers and goods is at least moderately impressive.
Hey there, Linhardt. It's not every day I see you out shopping.
Oh, I thought I might happen across some good finds. And what brings you here, Leonie?
Same. This is the best place to get affordable daily necessities and hunting equipment and the like.
I myself am looking for items that might prove useful to my research, but alas, I have come up empty.
Yeah, but the best finds usually don't jump right out at you. You gotta dig a little, you know? How about this? You keep looking, and I'll pitch in and help look at the same time.
No, I've had enough for today. I'm so tired.
You never change, Linhardt, and I mean never. Well, I'm going to be here for a while, so if I find anything I think you might want, I'll grab it. Ooh, that looks interesting.
But how will you know what I want when I haven't... Oh, never mind.
Hey, Linhardt, I found something good. Wait, I thought you were going to take a nap.
It would have been rude to make you look while I enjoyed a moment of repose, so I decided to see if I could find anything you might enjoy.
Wait, is that a mask?
Indeed. It's an animal mask you wear like so.
Okay, that looks just like the real thing, which makes it amazing on you.
Is it really that amusing? I thought you could wear it hunting and confuse your prey into thinking you were one of their own kind.
Yeah, I could probably. No, stop! My stomach!
This wasn't quite the reaction I envisioned, but I suppose your finding it amusing is good enough in and of itself.
Sorry. I'll take it hunting with me next time I go, I promise. Although I'll probably burst out laughing and scare off all the animals.
And what did you find for me?
Oh, right! Check this out. Ta-da! At first, I just thought it was a weird-looking statue, but apparently it's really old.
Ah, I see. Yes, well, thank you.
Something about your reaction isn't sitting right. Is it not actually a good find?
That I cannot tell without further investigation. But there's no denying it is a curious little thing. In any event, judging from its appearance...
Okay, what's the deal?
I'm sorry. The statue is just so terribly amusing.
Huh? Where are you going? And stop laughing! Hey, Linhardt! Get back here!
I can't believe Caspar foisted this on me. I don't even think Leonie would have a use for it, but I suppose it couldn't hurt to ask. Hello, Leonie. Are you meeting someone?
I'm meeting you. Per your request. Please don't tell me you forgot.
Ah, that's right. I have something to show you.
Wait, did you actually forget?
Oh, who can say? More importantly, take a look at this. I don't need it and was going to throw it out, but then I thought perhaps you might have a use for it.
Throw it out? What a waste! I'll definitely take it.
Truly? I suspected you might say that, but still...
You gotta use things that are usable after all.
Despite the fact that it's been written on so much that it now has utterly fulfilled the destiny of all paper?
There's still plenty of white space. And even if it was packed to the gills, it'd still make good kindling. In any case, if you don't need it, I'm happy to take it off your hands. Deal? Deal.
All yours.
Okay, now I gotta give you something in return. Let me see what I've got here. Well, looks like all I have is this dealie I picked up in the woods a couple days back. Thought it might make a good arrowhead, but it's too hard for me to flint knap properly.
That's a piece of an ancient relic. How did you even find such a thing? Yes, well, I will gladly take it. Incidentally, would you mind telling me where you picked it up?
Wow, you really want this, huh?
I do indeed, Leonie. Why, this is a discovery worthy of canceling my afternoon nap.
Somehow I doubt that's gonna happen, but, well, I'm happy if you're happy.
And you have done me a service as well, by taking an unneeded item off my hands.
It's funny how stuff like this works out. One person's trash really is another person's treasure.
That is because you and I are what I would call a special pair.
Care to explain that?
One might say the things that matter to us are completely opposed. Even among all of our comrades, you'll not find a pair more... Well, except for... Oh, and then there's... You know what? We aren't so special after all.
You are a very strange man, Linhardt.
But special or not, our relationship is perfect for disposing of unwanted items. So let's keep it up.
Sure thing, buddy. Not that I have any idea what you're asking me for at this point.